Hey guys, Tim here, Big Dog Forge. Welcome back. So I wanted to say a big thanks to everybody who sent me a message or an email telling me to get better. Doing that, things are working out pretty well. Haven't been online very much. Haven't been doing too much in that way. Been a lot of doctor visits, doing the physical therapeutic thing where they bend you in half and it hurts a lot. Working on that and getting better. So thanks guys, appreciate all the concern, and we're getting back. It's taking me about 4 days to do what used to take about 4 hours to get done, but you know, we're getting there. So anyway, had some tongs to build for the winner of the giveaway, for the 5K giveaway. It's running a little bit late, but we're getting there. He asked for some wolf jaw tongs, some large ones, and I really didn't know what he meant by that, so now this is what I did. Take a look. We'll talk afterwards. Thanks guys. Bye.
Alright guys, we're going to knock out some wolf jaw tongs here. We're starting with some 9/16 round mild steel, and we're just going to run it through the press here and get our rough shape on these things real quick. And we're starting with 9/16 rather than the 1/2 inch. We upset the end of it a little bit to give us more meat around that tong area, that bit area, so that we can keep these things a little beefier. And we're going to leave that transition from the boss area down just a little bit bigger than we normally do, and the jaw is a little bit thicker. There we go. We got 2 halves, looking good so far. Heat these things up. We need to clean up the edges of those jaws, make them nice and square. Clean it up. We want them to look as nice as possible. Leave them too rough. Alright, I could fidget with these all day long. Okay, so we built this little jig for the wolf jaws. You know, we've got a series of round and square stock cut in half, welded to a plate, and that gives us our cross sections. And we'll take a little chisel and go down the center, just eyeballing this, and put a little groove in there as a guide, because on that same press plate we have a piece of it's 3/8 inch square that we cut on a diagonal, so we can press this down, keep it in the center, and get our length groove in there. I got both of them done. Very good. And we'll clean those up a little later with a file. Increase the size just a little bit. Didn't want to press all the way through them and split the jaws in half. So I don't mind doing a little file work. There we go. We got our holes punched for the rivets. Drift these guys out. And they drifted pretty easily. And make sure everything is nice and straight. Get those jaws as close as we can. And we'll put our little offset in there before we rivet. A little easier to do before rather than after. Alright, we'll let these guys cool off a little bit. Get our big dog stamp. Stamp this guy so Rick knows where they came from. Alrighty. And these handles are pretty long right now. I just left them that way so I could deal with it. And we'll be cutting them off a little bit. We'll end up with about 16, 17 inch long reins on these. There we go. Those matched up pretty well. Clean up the ends so they match. Dress them up a little bit. We'll soften some of those corners. I'm moving pretty quick through this video. Skipped a few steps here and there, but you guys have seen me do tongs before. If you want to see full version of tong build, there's a couple of other videos you can check out that are done. Alrighty, I'm going to get these jaws all filed out. Just thought we'd get through this quick. Show Rick what he's getting, how they were put together. Alrighty, looking pretty good. Let me get these things back in the forge, heat them up, so we can get some beeswax on them when they cool down a little bit.
So the one thing I discovered is that if you're old and you have a beard and you're hobbling around, and I don't need this, but I built myself a cane. Little ball on the end there, little cane, and it holds medicinal, purposes. Anyway, so if you got a cane and you're walking around with it, it kind of guards you from politically incorrect. You can say pretty much anything you want, and people go, "He's old. It's okay. He's old." Thought I'd share that with you. So that pair of tongs I made, they're great. They work really awesome. They hold a lot of different stuff. Those things are pretty cool. I don't even have a set myself, but wolf jaw tongs will hold all kinds of stuff. But they're not huge. They're not real big. So I think we need to, I don't know, up the game and make something a little different. Let's try that. Take a look. Bye.
Alright, before we get started on the tongs, we need to build ourselves a little swedge block. We don't have one the right size, so we're just going to make something a little makeshift. This thing that I'm working with is a piece of 316L stainless steel, and it's really tough. So it took a little bit to get through this, but we're going to build ourselves a little swedge block to help us build this next set of tongs. And there it is in the forge. Alright. So we're going to make two different sizes of swedge. We got a 3/4 and a 1 inch there. Alright. Now these guys, we're going to make the jaws excessively long, and we're going to keep them pretty thick. And we're starting with a couple pieces of 5/8 inch round mild steel for these guys. And we'll end up drawing those reins out a little bit when we're done, because they're kind of heavy. But we're going to go through the process pretty much the same way as we do all the other tongs, just making them a little heavier, because these jaws are going to be different. We'll call them big dog tongs. I've seen tongs that look similar to this before, but I'm just kind of working this out as I go. We give ourselves a little centering groove, and we're going to use our V-groove tool here to get these jaws started. And this is where our swedge block comes in. I'm going to take a piece of 5/8 inch round to get these started with, and that's a piece of 1/2 inch in the smaller portion. We can increase that divot a little bit. There we go. There's our 2 halves. And we're going to draw these reins out. I'm using a piece of 9/16 round, just a kiss block there. And we'll round them off as best we can. Don't have a swedge tool for that, something that size. So we just hammer them out. Put the offset in, and I didn't show riveting these. Well, we're setting them up for a 1 inch and all the way down. There we go. Alright, let's get these guys finished off, get some beeswax on them. Alright, there you go, guys. Wolf jaw and big dog tongs.
Okay, that's better. So anyway, first set that we built, and these things are pretty amazing. You can hold some serious stuff with it. 5/8, 1/2 inch, hold a 1/2 inch square, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/8, which is really cool. All right, but we needed just a little bit more. So there we go. Now we can go up to, oh, I don't know, 7/8, 1 inch, 5/8. Hold your 1/2 inch around. Hold your square stock in there. 1/2 inch square that way really well. Holds 5/8. So these things are pretty phenomenal. So I wasn't really sure what Rick wanted. That's Rick Rabion. I don't really know how to pronounce your name, Rick. So you should probably tell me. Anyway, so since I really didn't know, Rick, they're both coming your way. Congratulations, you're the big Tong winner. 5K giveaway. There you go. They'll be in the mail really soon. There you go, guys. Another one down. I'm going to be doing a mail video. Opening a bunch of mail. I have a bunch of mail that I've been collecting up, and I haven't really had time or the energy to get it done, but we're going to do that tomorrow, and I'll be posting another video and we'll open some mail. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by Big Dog Forge. Take care. Be safe. Thanks. Bye-bye.